Hi there, this is Amanda. This is the second installation of kind of the in progress, building a business, making a huge life transition, helping you walk through your fear, doubts, whatever you're going through. I actually just recorded this whole thing already and apparently did not hit record. So that's perfect though, because this is all about the messy nitty gritty. To kind of recap, why I'm doing this is because I think that we see a lot of people sharing their story when they're already like at that pinnacle or plateau of success, or they've already reached a desired goal. I wanted to create something that's sort of in progress, so you can see, hey, I'm leaping, I am leaving the net as I leap, and I don't quite know how it's going to turn out, but I have high hopes. So hopefully we can kind of walk through this together. I'm also doing it to hold myself accountable. I'm posting these videos in public. I'm not just going to quit now. I've got people kind of watching, hopefully. So just to fill you in, if you didn't watch the first video, I walked away from a job with the good title, with the feel-good, kind of do-goodery piece. I was helping the homeless. Walked away from a steady paycheck and from benefits and paid time off and all that good stuff that comes with the steady job. And I quit it so that I could pursue my dreams and be happy and heal my heart from that kind of work. I have started a company called Party Wolf, and it is imperfect. It's a work in progress, and I'm happily going for it. I wait tables now, too, to pay the bills. So that's been a big transition. It's been a big shift. My ego doesn't always care for it. It's humbling. But at this point, going for what I want, being my own boss, I would scrub toilets to kind of build the life that I want to build. So it's all going to be worth it. And so one of the things that I wanted to talk about was how during one of my first shifts, I was counting my tips at the end of a long night, and I was just thinking, this isn't going to pay rent. This isn't going to pay the bills. And then it occurred to me, and it has before, that I don't want that to be my main question in life. I don't want that to be my main focus. How am I going to pay rent? Obviously, I want to have a standard of living. I want to have a home. I want to have food and a phone and things like that. But I believe that my priorities are screwed up if I'm trying to just chase those things first. What I'm experimenting with here is if I'm following my intuition and my guidance and working to create the things that want to be created through me, if I'm following my good ideas, if I'm following my heart, if I'm doing the things that bring me alive and make me happy and add good to the world, then the rent and the bills and things are going to come naturally, and there's going to be more money than I could even plan for, if I was efforting and working really hard for it. So this is kind of this great experiment, right? Like, I'm going to kind of push those things down where they belong. Obviously, I'm still going to show up. I'm going to work hard every day. But my focuses are staying sober. A little about me is I'm in recovery. I absolutely believe in a higher power, which I think is super important. Sometimes I call it God, I call it source, whatever. It's the power of the universe, whatever, that is love, and that's kind of leading me and guiding me along. You can call it whatever you want. You can change it in your mind if I use a word that doesn't suit you, but I do highly recommend making peace with something that is kind of guiding you, watching over, and taking care of you, and cheering you on. So sometimes for me too, it's just my highest version of myself, the me in 5 years that I'm striving to become, and I'm kind of asking that higher version of Amanda to, how did you get there? What should I do next? What advice do you have for me? And you'd be amazed at the good that comes from doing an exercise like that. But yeah, I just want to kind of show up again today, be here for you, let you know I'm still going for it. I think of my job, my work today is to feel good, to be happy, to take care of myself emotionally, spiritually, and physically, to stay aligned with my source, with this God that I believe in, to show up every day, to do something every day towards my goals, towards my business, even when I'm afraid, even when I'm doubting, even when I'm feeling worried about rejection or things are imperfect. I mean, if you go over to my website, partywolfparty.com, you'll see that it isn't finished. It's imperfect. I kind of hate that. That makes me nervous, but I've got to show up. And if I waited until I had this perfect website to show people, I'd be stalled out. I'd be stuck. When I get something out into the world, I can always improve it. And I will as I go. So please let me be an encouragement to you. Whatever you're thinking about doing or chasing or pursuing that's going to bring you alive and make you happy, just know that when you follow that, when you value becoming the best, happiest version of yourself, that's the you that's going to add the most good and light into the world. That's the you that's going to have the most to contribute. It isn't selfish to go for these kind of things. We need you to come alive. So that's my bit today. Post in the comments below if you want to talk about anything in particular. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep sharing with you as I'm going through it what I'm doing to build this business and to create this life of my dreams. Thank you so much for joining me on this and for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks.